How do you acknowledge toxic behavior within yourself?
I know because
This is a real deep episode coming off of the episode we just had.
And I'm also, as far as relationships, I'm gonna leave this in 2020. I will call a guy and be like, you blah 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 blah, and then that just be the conversation. And then as I drive, I'll be like, this motherfucker really rude. Now I'm calling you back and starting an argument. I'm leaving that shit in 2022.
That's toxic.
Yeah, it is.
At least you acknowledged
Yeah, I did.
That's toxic as fuck.
So what made you acknowledge that I have to stop doing this?
Because he was like, what are you calling me back for about this? We just talked about this 5 minutes ago.
And then you kind of felt
and then
like,
in my
damn.
head, I was like, it just dawned on me that you said, he'd be like, but we just talked about it.
You one of them people that be like, dang, I should have
said this.
Actually, that's exactly what I'm finna say.
Yep. I is.
Yeah. I think for me, I'm leaving behind, I guess, stubbornness, and then also the mind games. I be playing mind games
Capricorn.
with people. And it's not the best thing, but I kind of play off of your emotions and shit like that, and I kind of use it against you.
When did you acknowledge that this is what you do?
When he was born.
Probably like 3-4 years ago.
What happened?
Shit, in relationships. Like, so it's not, I don't believe in physical abuse. It's not I don't know if it's mental abuse, but it's kind of like one of those, you being an asshole, but you just toying with people, you just doing shit to just kind of mess with people's mind. Like, I know she ain't gonna like this, so I'm finna just do it anyway. And mentally, it just get to them. So that part, I don't want to do that no more. I'm cleansing my energy. I'm a really good person. It's just, you know,
say that this really me. Right. You need a shirt that say
the thing
this
is,
really me, and girl, fuck you.
But we being honest with ourselves right now on this episode. But I feel like for me, I give people a chance to be a good person. And for me, once I feel like I'm done bogus, it's like fuck all that.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give you like a chance to be grown. But once you be petty, I'm gonna match your shit, and you can't be as petty as me.
So you just be petty back. You don't be like, look, I'm not really appreciating the way you moving, what's going on.
Yeah, after being grown first though, cause I'm gonna be, hey, let's just sit down, let's talk.
And then you gonna be petty.
But if I give you, hey, let's talk, but your energy is like through the roof, you screaming, yelling, cursing, clearly you can't talk right now. Then you might say something that triggered me. Now my asshole is on the level 10 and you can't match my asshole. And then it's just up there from there. So I don't really want people to just trigger me no more. I want to be more in control of my emotions, which I am, but I can do a better job.
But I feel like when you know like your triggers and you acknowledge your triggers, it helps you to stop getting
So it's only certain people that got those, like, that can push your buttons. Anybody on the street can't just push my buttons. Right. It'd be like 1 or 2 people that can get you there.
I was just gonna say most time parents.
Like if you're in a relationship, your other can get you there. They can push those buttons, and then maybe one other person. But other than that, like you can't get me to react no way. It's just be your person that can kind of get you there.
I think one of the toxic behaviors I've acknowledged is making excuses. I can find excuses for any and everything, and I really think it's from me having a PR background. Like, no, for real. Like, I don't think I really like dove into how I really like handle situations. Like, I could see something going left, and in my head, like, how am I gonna fix this? But it's never like, how am I gonna fix it for everybody? It's always, how am I gonna get myself out of this?
Yeah.
And I just started acknowledging that, and it's only because like I know that I don't learn lessons. Like you said, I'm not a bad person. I know I'm not a bad person. I'm thorough, but I don't learn lessons until shit hit the fan. Mm-hmm. Like anybody could tell me this, anybody could tell me that. They could tell me you shouldn't do this, you should do that, and I'll be like, if you didn't go through it, or
toxic is toxic.
What are the levels to being toxic?
I think it's different versions.
It's definitely different versions of toxic, because you could be a toxic employer, you could be a toxic friend, toxic spouse.
But if we being honest with ourselves, everybody got a level of toxic in us, and it's a level of toxic that we attracted to.
Because
and willing to accept.
I look at toxic like flaws. Because there's a reason why you're toxic. There's a reason why you're that way.
Yeah. But I think okay, I'll just speak for myself. It's a certain level of toxic that I actually enjoy because I like. So listen, hear me out because I like that you made that face. It's a certain level like I like spontaneous shit. So sometimes it might be a little toxic in it if it's spontaneous.
Like
But it's-
dine and dashing.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it can be. It's a form of it. It can
What
be.
is
I don't think-
dining that? You eat and go?
Not
Yeah.
for your meal. I wouldn't do that, but I see where she was going. But it's just certain levels of toxic that you're willing to accept. Then it's toxic. It's when I say it's different levels. So you got toxic that can ruin other things in your life. Like it gets it, you absorb and it just fuck up a lot of other stuff.
That's toxic.
That's toxic. But then you got toxic that's kind of fun. And if you're a person, like I said, that
You gotta
likes
give me an
random,
example of fun
spontaneous
toxic.
stuff. Everybody got some toxic shit that they.
Would you
accept
be
and
like
enjoy.
popping pills, running through Chicago naked or
No,
something?
like me, like I talk shit. So it's like I'm gonna talk shit, but sometimes that can come off as toxic. Like everybody don't want you to talk shit today.
But you don't. I was gonna say you don't do it in a harmful way, but you do.
No, I don't. No, it depends
You
on
do.
who it is.
I feel like if just think about your life, it's some form of your life that you be like, damn, that's a little toxic, but I like
But
it.
you enjoy it.
Yeah.